phenomenal statement how a country has to be. Then you may be wondering, many people are getting into your organization, many are less committed, very inactive. Reasons are many. One reason is, our chairman used to cry with this reason. Only one drawback of our industry is, Abhi, there is no entry barrier. There is no entry barrier. But if you want to start an insurance company in India, you have to make a deposit of 250 crores. But network marketing company, anybody can start. Number two, in China, if you want to become a direct seller, first you have to register your name with a company and buy X amount of products from that company, and that product should be liquidated within a given point of time. Then you will be in the queue, because a company can recruit only X number of people in a month. How tough is to become a direct seller in China? First you have to pay, buy the product and sell that product, maybe 30 days time or something. Then company will keep your name in the list. You will be in the queue, because company can recruit only, for example, 100 number of people only in a month. Basic nature of society, opt shortcuts, easy money. If one politician is saying, you make me chief minister, I will give you rice for 2 rupee. Forget about other developments or anything, people will vote for him. Because easy, shortcuts. That is the problem. See, can you tell me one reason why China is growing so fast and why they are flexing their muscles even against America? Can you tell me why? We too have equal population. Government is strict. But there are other strict governments also. But one important point we need to understand. In India, we know Marwadis are wealthy. Yes or no? But all Indian community is not wealthy. But in China, an average Chinese, he is wealthy because he is also like Marwadi, an entrepreneurial mindset man. An entrepreneurial mindset man. I am talking from my heart. My uncle and his daughter are here. My sister, my first cousin sister, she has got a proposal from a business family, a wealthy business family. But she said, I don't want a businessman. So I have made them to attend this program. I'm just telling you. See, this is an Indian typical mentality. But in China, husband and wife, they have 2 separate accounts. So, all Chinese are like Marwadis. If all Indians are like Marwadis, you just think India will be going ahead of China. So, in Vibrant Viva, what we are trying to say, in Vibrant Viva, we are trying to inculcate the business spirit, the entrepreneurial spirit in each Indian's heart. That is the way we can make India developed. Many of my colleagues are sitting here. In one staff meeting, I have openly told, I don't have double standards, I have only one standard. In that meeting, I have openly told, through employment, nobody can come up in life. All assistant managers and about some 40 people were sitting, I could see their face become small. See, I cannot say one here, something else, elsewhere. And I made my point, why I said so. It is the hard truth. So, the point out here is, when people are entering to business, you are actually developing, or actually you are empowering him to become an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur means a man who activates his wings and fly. Others are actually, although they have wings, but they are not using that wings And like we used to say, eagle and chicken story. That's it. So when you are recruiting people from the society, average Indian, they all are looking for what? Safe, secured benefits from the government to transform those people at par with the Chinese as entrepreneurs. It is a tough job with which Modi ji cannot do, chief ministers cannot do. You and I have to do this. Yes or no? Yes. So let us take pride in this nation building exercise, my dear friends. So the key element of entrepreneurship, we have to learn from Julius Caesar. What does Julius Caesar did when he go for war? He used to, in one war, when he was attacking Asia Minor, the entire the Roman army was sailing towards Asia Minor. After reaching Asia Minor, Caesar said, burn all the ships. And he said, now you have only one choice, win the war or die here. Win the war or die here. Let me conclude my session with one more quote of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon said, an army of 100 lions led by a dog, all will die in the streets like a dog. But an army of dogs led by a lion will fight like a lion in the battlefield. So, friends, you be the second. Even if your downlines are average, but if you are like standing like a lion, they will fight like lion. They will fight like lion. Then you will see surprise stars like Francis Hussain is emerging from some corner of the country. They will come forward. They will steal the show. So the 2021 would be really, really exciting, because even 2020, in spite of all the challenges, if we could sell more products than 2019, then think about 2021. A clear air visibility is so high. 2021 would become the best year or the game-changing year. And just one sentence I wanted to tell you, dear friends. If you're crazy enough to set your diamond target, as Mr. Allen said, if you're crazy enough to set your diamond target for 31st December 2021, we all will celebrate the New Year 2022 in New Zealand, where the sunlight, where the New Year appears first. Where rest all will be waiting for the world. But it is not a contest or anything. If you're a diamond, we all will fly together. A diamond could easily afford a ticket to New Zealand. Yes or no? So, fantastic, dear friends. So, now one responsibility entrusted on me. See, the most friendliest country towards India in this region. Can you tell me which country? The most friendliest country to India in South Asian region. Please don't tell me Bhutan. Bhutan is not even 1/10 of Bangalore. The most friendliest country to India. Who said Pakistan? The most friendliest country to India is Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the most friendliest country to India, and the beauty of Indus Viva's products and our astonishing Viva opportunity shall kickstart, Chairman told me to announce, 27th February from Dhaka. We are all set to go. 27th February, by God willing, we are on in Bangladesh. It is a huge country. It's a huge country, okay? It's not a small country, it's a very big country. So, just one line. My friend Sujit Khan, he went to Meghalaya without knowing Khasi language or Hindi language or with broken English. And he created history there. Then if that is the case, I invite each one of you to generate at least 1,000 PV from Bangladesh another 6 months down the line. You don't need to learn English or Bangla. Sujit says, money language, no problem, any language. With that language, see, we need to move. We need to move. No one has become diamond or crorepati or millionaire just by sitting in their own hometown. And Bangalore is not my hometown. My village is again 250 kilometers away from here. So move, dear friends. Bangla tigers are waiting for Indian lions. Thank you.